Hi there. Today we're going to talk about the TunnelCrack vulnerability that you can see we've posted on security.paloaltonetworks.com. Now, if you go Google or do an internet search for TunnelCrack, you'll find that there are quite a few publications out there in addition to our own. And TunnelCrack as a vulnerability is not specific to Palo Alto Networks. It's really an issue for any VPN service or service provider. And there are several articles that have great information that you can click in on and get more detail in addition to our bulletin. And if you click in on our bulletin, we kind of highlight the nature of the attack, right? And of the tunnel crack vulnerability, there's really two different types of attacks that exist: local net versus a server IP attack. Now I'm going to start with the server IP attack, and it's essentially using DNS spoofing in order to essentially take advantage of or compromise your user or take advantage of weaknesses in DNS and integrity of DNS. Because if a user is connected to a rogue access point, then their traffic would be going through any old person's DNS, right? And if I control the DNS and I know you as a target, I can go look on dnsdumpster.com, find your vpn.blank.blank.blank record, and then wait for an employee at such company to hop onto my network, whether it's a coffee shop or a rogue access point or whatever, and then I can basically spoof the DNS that you would normally use to get to your portal and your gateways to send you to my portal and my gateway. Now, if you look in here, our recommendations in the advisory is to have all your gateways set with an IP to mitigate the server IP vulnerability. To do this, just come into your your portal under agent. You would do this for all of your configurations. I'm going to show for this one. And under the external gateway, make sure you come in and that it is not set to use a fully qualified domain name, and it instead is set to use an IP address. Once you've defined that, commit and push. And at the next time your clients grab an updated copy of the portal config, you will be mitigated against the server IP attack from TunnelCrack. The second piece is what's called a local net configuration. And the big vulnerability here is someone on the same local area network being able to access the GlobalProtect client, and that same client being accessible or able to access outbound as well. So inside of the GlobalProtect gateway configuration, you're going to come down to agent, under client settings, click in on your client configuration. Under split tunnel, you want to make sure this box is checked, and that's how you mitigate against a local net attack. Now, this would preclude or prevent any employee from accessing a home printer or some other local device. You can mitigate that or work around this concern by splitting a specific application. And using printers and scanners, for example, you could come in here and put in the printer application, the executable to that, or the scanner application, and any traffic, network traffic generated by that application would be split aside from the GlobalProtect tunnel. So if you put in the Windows print spooler or a specific vendor software executable like Brother, HP, Lexmark, or any of the others, Epson out there, Canon, all those would be perfect. Pop those addresses in here, and now your traffic would be split from the GlobalProtect tunnel. And that way your employees could still print locally, and you're not vulnerable to a local net tunnel crack attack. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.